Hello friends, we're back again with another PL300 exercise, getting better at things within Power BI. So this exercise is create DAX calculations in Power BI Desktop. We'll put the URL and the link here in the video. So let's launch the lab and start doing our thing. How many rocks are there? 2 rocks, 2 rocks. Ha! Try doing that, robots. Oh, let's try another puzzle. 2 rocks again. Oh, guess not. Start the lab. Our environment is building. It'll take about 2 minutes. If you're following along, I'll wait for your lab to build, or you can pause or do whatever you like. Yeah, does anybody know any jokes? Try and put a joke in the comments. Maybe that would be helpful. Yeah. What else to say? I don't know. Maybe we'll just pass this time in quiet contemplation. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I've been playing with this new video tool. So I guess I record these using Loom. So shout out to all the good people at Loom, and they have these effects that you can. So I guess if I ever want to accentuate something, I can rain confetti on the whole screen. So maybe we'll do that when we're successful. And let's see what this is. There's also a pen thing, so I think I can. Let's see if I choose the orange color. Can I draw on this? Oh, I can make there be a line. Fun tools, fun times here at I Am Josh Knoxland. 30 seconds away, 20 seconds away. Virtual machine, here we come. Okay, we're up and running. Got the information here. Our username is student. Our password is password. You can click on the text to make it type. Enter. Right. Adjust the window size to full screen. It's a little bit better. Exit full screen. Open new window. On top left. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's see, if you exit full screen, you can also fit window to machine. What's that do? Yeah, good enough. All right, I'll move my face. Can I move my face any lower? No, that's as low as my face goes. All right, let's get busy. So first thing we want to do is get the files. All right, so we open our browser. We paste in the GitHub URL. That downloads the zip file. Go to the folder. Right, we right click, extract all. Right, put it in the downloads folder. Hooray, we got our download bits. Then we can open the starter sales analysis PBX file. Starter, not the solution. Solution is going to be the finished one. Starter, right? So I guess the starter is 658 kilobytes. The solution is 670. So we're going to add 12 kilobytes of DAX expressions by the time we're done. I don't know. We'll see. So let's double click that guy and open this up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a your email address. No, thank you. See how we're looking back here. Okay, so it looks like we've got our model is here. Full functionality when editing, sign in. Okay, let's sign in. I've got two-factor authentication, so I'm going to come over here to my authentication device. All right. Looks like we're signed in. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is create a new table. So we're going to go to Model and New Table. And then we're going to say salesperson equals salesperson performance. All right. Person equals salesperson performance. Okay, so it all should be in quotes because salesperson performance is this guy here, okay? Failed to resolve name salesperson. It's not a valid table because we need salesperson equals shift enter, all right, and then press enter. Salesperson equals shift enter. Salesperson performance. Then press enter. All right. All DAX definitions in this lab can be copied from the snippet file located in DAX snippets text. So that's nice of them. So there's a snippets file. So you can copy and paste these things if you don't want to type them out yourself. So we'll keep that in mind as we go. So this table definition creates a copy of the salesperson performance table. It copies the data only. However, model properties like visibility, formatting, etc. aren't copied. In the data pane, notice the table icon has an additional calculator in front of it, denoting a calculated table. So this one is our calculated table, and this is the original. Note, calculated columns are defined by using a DAX formula that returns a table. It's important to understand that calculated tables increase the size of the data model because they materialize and store values. They're recomputed whenever formula dependencies are refreshed, as will be the case for this data model when new future date values are loaded into the tables. Unlike Power Query sourced tables, calculated tables can't be used to load data from external data sources. They can only transform data based on what's already been loaded in the data model. Interesting. All right, let's switch to the model mode. The model view. And notice that the salesperson table over here and by itself, unconnected to anything else, is available. All right, let's create relationships from salesperson employee key to the sales employee key table. All right. Good. Right-click the inactive relations between salesperson performance and sales tables, and then select delete. When prompted to confirm the deletion, select yes. Let's see. So this is the inactive relationship. We'll delete the inactive relationship. Okay, close that. In the salesperson table, multi-select the following columns and hide them: employee ID, employee key, and UPN. Oh. Control click, right click, and say hide and report view. Let's see, where am I doing that? I'm going to say salesperson table, multi-select the following columns. And then click hide. It hides them all. Okay. In the model diagram, select the salesperson table. In the model diagram, select the salesperson table. In the model diagram, select the salesperson table. In the properties pane, in the description box, enter salesperson relates to sales. Okay. Salesperson related to sales. For the salesperson performance table, set the description to salesperson related to regions. Okay. Also, they're saying do this at the table level. All right, so salesperson related to regions. Salesperson related to sales. Good. All right, now let's create a date table. All right, in this task, we'll create a date table. Let's go to the Home ribbon tab in the table view. Home ribbon, new table. We're going to say date. Let's see, that doesn't quite look the same. What's different? Let's look at our snippet and see if it's different. Oh no, date equals, yeah, calendar auto 8. Okay. Date equals calendar auto 6. All right, so we're going to make this function is taken to be a single argument. So the last month is the number of a year. When omitted, the value is 12, meaning that December is the last month of the year. In this case, 6 is entered, meaning June is the last month of the year. Okay, I think when we hit enter, we will see the table. We got date, right? All of our dates have been populated, and we see, yeah, so July, so June is the last year of the month, so July is the first year of the month. The auto calendar function, that's great. Okay, and then at the bottom left, we can see that we've created 1,826 rows. That's how many, it's all, that's all our days, okay? Create calculated columns. In this task, you will create more calculated columns for your convenience. All the DAX is in the snippets file, okay? So on the Table Tools contextual ribbon from inside the Calculation tab, go to select New Column. Table Tools, Calculations, New Column. In the formula bar, type the following or copy the snippet. All right, what are we doing here? Enter. The formula uses the date's year value but adds 1 to the year value when the month is after June. It's how fiscal years for Adventure Works are calculated. So we're making a fiscal year basis the month and year. Okay. Okay, you can see how they tried to make the click text work and it doesn't quite work that way. That's fine. So year equals fiscal year if the month is before June. Use the snippets file to create the following 2 calculated columns for date, quarter, and month. Great, so we've created year. Go to Table Tools and we're going to create a new calculated column once we get out of here. And we'll go to our snippets file. Here's our quarter formula. Let's see, date table, month definition. Okay, yep. So here's our quarter definition. So we're saying year, we add a Q, and then it's like going to be either the third, fourth, first, or second. So it's just a bunch of if statements to get at which quarter we're looking at, right? And it combines the year plus Q something. So we did that. And let's create one more new column. And this is going to be our month. Now, the amazing thing about living in a post-Copilot, post-AI, post-GPT world is that as you're struggling to create this stuff, sometimes you can just articulate it and get basically this snippet back from your AI of choice. So that's it's an advantage of living in the present. Okay, so to evaluate the columns, switch to the report view to create a new report page. Select the plus icon. Okay, go to report view, new page. We're going to add a matrix visualization. What will we visualize? Let's visualize the year. Looking good so far. Inside the year, it looks like we're going to put the month at the top of the matrix. Use the matrix visual. Drag month into the rows well area. All right. directly beneath the year, right? So now, right, these are folded up, and you have the hierarchy down function. Notice the years expand to months and that the months are sorted alphabetically rather than chronologically. Uh-oh, that's not what we wanted, huh? All right, to customize the month field sort order, switch to the table view. Let's go to our table view. And then we want to add the month key column to the date table. So in the table view, verify that the new column contains numeric values. All right, so table tools, new column. We want the month key, which is basically just a big number for, oh, oopsies, nope. So that's the year and then the month as a number. Then switch back to month, and on the column tools, we're going to sort the column by the month key. Month key kind of sounds like monkey, huh? So we're here on month. In month, in the column tools, we want to be sorting by the month key instead of the month. And that's how you get July, August, September, October, November, December, January. It's a nice lesson. Okay. So in the visual matrix, notice things are now chronologically ordered. All right, let's complete the date table. In this task, you'll complete the design of the date table by hiding a column and creating a hierarchy. You'll then create relationships to the sales and targets tables. All right, switch to the model view. In the date table, hide the month key. All right, so let's go to the model view. In the date table, it says hide month key because we don't actually want to use that day to day. That makes sense. Okay. On the data right side pane, properties data, on the data right side pane, select the date table. Okay. Right select on the year column and create a hierarchy. All right, you can do that. Here, we'll say create a hierarchy because we want to go from we want to go from year to quarter to month, right? And so fill in the hierarchy. Let's try it again. All right, I'll just year, quarter, month. Apply the level changes. Boom, year, quarter, month. Great. Then create the following two model relationships: date to sales, order date, and date to targets, target month. from the date table to the target month table. Good. And then the other one was to the sales, the order date. All right, date to the order date. It recognizes they're both dates. Good, good, good. Mark the date table. In this task, you'll mark the date table as a date table. Switch to the report view. In the date pane, select the date table, not the date field. Okay, so let's go to report view. In the data pane, select the date table, not the date field. On the table tools, we want to mark this as a date table. In the mark as date table, we're going to slide this to yes. So choose a date column, and then so to enable the creation of date related visuals, we need to mark this as the date. Okay. And then choose date as the date column. Excellent. And we'll save that. Now for our next act, we're going to create simple measures. In this task, you'll create simple measures. Simple measures aggregate values in a single column or count rows of a table. So in the report view, on page 2 of our data pane, okay, drag the sales unit price field into our matrix visual. We can do that. We've got sales, we've got unit price. Oopsies. Let's drag it into this visual. Let's get this visual going. Unit price. You should be able to drag it. Oh, drag it here, right? No, I want unit price as a value. Lovely. But we need to make sure that we're actually getting the average of the unit price instead of the sum. So let's look. The visual field pane located beneath the visualization. Rows, columns, values, average of unit price, right? So that's average. Yep, that's what we want, I assume. The visible numeric columns allow report authors at report design time to determine how column values will summarize or not. Can result in inappropriate reporting. Some data modelers don't like leaving things to chance, however, and choose to hide these columns and instead expose aggregate logic definition defined in measures, as it's the approach you'll take now in this lab. Okay, so to create a measure in the data pane, right click on the sales table in the font and select new measure. And then we're going to say average price equals the average of the sales of unit price. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Guess you have to copy paste from text snippet or type it yourself. I'll type it myself this time. Average price equals, oops, I need to hit Shift Enter for the new line instead of nothing. Average, right, that's our formula, sales unit price. All right, oh, we've got the end parentheses and everything. Nice, so now we've got average price. So in our visual, we could have average of unit price, or we could have average price. These should be the same things. Of course, they are formatted differently. We have more precision on these than these. We'll see if that's something that we're going to fix in this. All right, use the snippets to create the following 5 measures for the sales table: median price, min price, max price, orders, and lines. Okay, we will be using the snippets for that. We can get them back. All right. We got average price, median price. Oh, get my face out of here. We want to go to sales, right click, new measure, median price. Got min price, sales, new measure, min price. Got max price, hit sales, new measure. We've got a max price. We've got orders, the distinct count. Sales orders. Oop. Let's get this visual out of here. Oopsies. And then we've got, finally, order lines. New measure. Okay. Distinct count will measure orders only once, ignoring duplicates. Count rows using order lines operates over a table. In this case, the number of orders is calculated by counting the distinct sales order number column values, while the number of order lines is simply the count of the rows of the table. Each row is an order line. Okay. Switch to model view and then multi-select the 4 price measures. For the multi-selection, we're going to configure it. Now we're going to address our formatting. Oops. Go down to the model view. Let's get in sales. We're going to hit average price, max price. Why is my max price different? It's a different icon, huh? That's peculiar. I'll have to research that. You see that? It's got a different icon. Okay, so we're gonna select all 4: average, max, median, min, and we're going to go to, here's our display format. Am I in the wrong place? Where do I want to be? Average, max, median, min. Switch to the model view and then multi-select the 4 measures. All right, we're switching to the model view. We're in sales. Max price. I need to be in the model. Maybe that'll do it. Max price. Okay, max price, median, min, and average. And then we want to set the format to 2 decimal places. All right, so we'll say decimal places 2, please. And then we're going to create a display folder named pricing. Let's see. How do we make the new display folder? I just smush them together. No. Advanced. Create the display folder in Power BI. Let me check my notes. There should be a display folder button, right? Or it should be synonyms. Oh, here it is. Yeah, display folder. Okay, so average, median. We got our 4 guys. Pricing. Boom. That's nice. Okay, then hide the unit price column. Where is unit price? Unit price. We're going to hide unit price. And then select order lines and orders. Order lines and orders. I'm going to control click to select. Then we'll put that in the counts display folder. That's nice. And then in report view, in the values well area of the matrix visual for unit price, select X to remove it. Okay, because in our report view, we don't need unit price anymore. So we'll blow that up. But we do want median, min, max, orders, and order lines. So everything in our pricing folder, see look how nice the display folder is, it puts it all together. We want everything in our counts folder as well. Let's see how that looks. I definitely want thousands separator. Let's see what we got there. Some places, no, but give me my thousands separator. It's hard for me to work without that. Yeah, looks a little better. So we should see 2018 average price of 748, 748. Oh, some of a max price is huge. That's because they've got a different order. So average next to the median. That's what's wrong, is I don't actually want this to be the sum. I want it to be, what's the deal with min? Show value as no calculation. I want, that's why it looked funny. I want this to be show value as no calculation, but I want it to be, so that's our problem with max price. It is summing, I want to say don't summarize. Is that right? Min sales unit price. So you can see that's not quite what we're looking for, because we'd like to see a max price of 2,000, not 8 million. Orders, let's see, orders and order lines. I got the same problem with my sum of orders, and my order line seems to be right. Okay. So why is our count of orders still not right? Did I just copy the wrong formula? Let's see. Orders is distinct count, sales number. And is that what we wanted? Orders equals the distinct count of sales order number on the sales table. Okay. But order lines is the rows max price. Curious if I made a new max price. Let's see if it would be any different. Try to make a new measure, call it max price 1. That one seems to be right. So I've clearly jumbled something up here. So let's just get that max price out. Get this max price in. Go down to our model view. Get it into our pricing display folder. Bit 2 decimal places of precision. Call that a day. And then let's look at our order lines and maybe just do the same thing. See, not our order lines, but our orders. Go to sales, say I want a new measure. Maybe I did. We had accidentally clicked a new calculated column or something like that. So our orders are distinct cells. Nope, can't do that. So I got to call it orders 1. See, that's the right thing. So obviously I messed something up along the way. So we'll delete the old orders. We'll rename this orders. Hit enter. I'll come down here to our model view and make sure that our orders get placed in our counts display folder. Counts. Make sure that our orders also get 1,000 separator, and come back to our report. Let's throw those in, and I bet things will look better now. Our max after the min, Put our orders before our order lines. See, that looks more hunky-dory. I think if we go back and review the tape, what I did is when I tried to create a new measure, I accidentally created new columns. So I think those were maybe calculated columns instead of measures, and that was messing everything up. But now it looks good, right? So we have our averages, we have our medians. So far, if your average is more than your mean, you know that your values are skewed to the right, meaning that you've got sort of more stuff is happening over on the higher side of your median than on the lower side, right? Your median is like the geometric middle, and then your average is like a weighted estimate of middle, right? You can see that. Then our minimum is $4 and our maximum is 2,000 orders and order lines. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And so now in this task, we're going to create more measures that use more complex formulas. Okay, in the report view, select page 1. We're looking at this total, right? Salesperson, sales, and target. Lovely. Select the table visual. And then the visualizations pane, remove the target field. In the visualizations pane, remove the target field. By target. Boop. Rename the target's target column as target amount. Okay. Rename target amount. There are several ways to do it. That was one of them. And now we want to create the following measure in the targets table. All right, so let's right click, new measure, get our snippets, take target measure definition, okay? And it says if there's one salesperson, has one value, salesperson, sum the target amount, okay? And then format the target measure for 0 decimal places. 0 decimal places. Or I guess we can come in here and do it. 0 decimal places. Same difference. Okay. Now hide the target amount column. Okay. Now add the target measure to the table visual. Okay. Oops, not like that. It doesn't total. Okay. So that makes sense because it only does it for each. Then what we're going to do is use the snippet file to create the following two measures in the targets table. We want variance and variance margin. Right click, new measure. We've got variance. So if there's one value, then variance is sales minus the target. And then we have variance margin, which says that just variance divided by the target. Sorry, it's the target. Yeah, margin's going to be the variance amount divided by the target, I think. Get out of here, Q&A. All right, new measure. Variance. And then let's shove those in there. We've got, let's click on our visual. We've got the target. We've got the variance. We've got the variance margin. How's that look? Looks like our variance should be formatted with like that. And we probably want this guy formatted like this. So it is our variance divided by our target. Right? Numerator, the top one, and the denominator, the bottom one. Good. Well, it appears all salespeople aren't meeting target. Remember that the table visual isn't yet filtered by a specific time period. You'll produce sales performance reports that filter by a user-selected time period in the Designer report in Power BI Lab. At the top right corner of the data panel, collapse, then expand, and open the pane. Collapse, and expand, then open the pane. Notice that targets will now be at the top of the list. Didn't quite see. Am I doing it wrong? It says collapsing and reopening the pane resets the content. Collapse. Top right corner of the data pane. Okay. Well, that's not how I'm seeing it. I probably have. Let's see. Would I set that in the model view? No, not there. It'll be in the table view. No. Why would targets go to the top? Targets table now appears at the top of the list. I'll have to think on that. I'm not sure why. Why it would go to the top of the list, but anyway, there we are. Thank you for joining me on this ride. Let's see. Am I filtered? Let's filter salespeople by name, right? Amy, Brian, David. Amy, Brian, David, right? 10, 77, and 12. 10, 77, and 12. 19, 221, and 19. Yep. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Lovely. Well, we've done one more lab together. Thank you for joining me. We'll end this here and hope to join you next time. I'll see you. Bye.